Hello and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to continue seeing more. Coming up in this episode, we have the announcement of the 3 individual winners of the Best Players at Rugby League World Cup 2021. NRL stars released and swapped clubs. And will this Jamaican international be at Hull for 2023? And we begin the episode with the individual awards that the Rugby League World Cup have announced for the best performers and also the team of the Rugby League World Cup in 2021. Each of the formats were nominated for teams, players, and also best players of the tournament. And who do we have first? Well, first of all, we have England wheelchair star Sebastian Bachara, who has been named the winner of the Golden Boot for his efforts in helping the team reach the final of the Wheelchair Rugby League World Cup. The Golden Boot is an award that symbolises that they are the best player. Bachara becomes the second England player to win the award in the wheelchair category, followed by teammate Jack Brown, who claimed the inaugural accolade for the best international rugby league player in 2019 and was amongst this year's nominees too. Catalan's players Bachara has produced numerous starring displays to help the hosts into the Friday final, where they face reigning champions France at Manchester Central. On receiving the award, it means a lot, Bachara told Sky Sports. There has been so much hard work in the shadows for such a long time. People say I'm not a massive try scorer. I'm the one that does a lot of the hard work nobody really sees. So, it's really special to have that recognition and know the hard work is paying off. In the men's and women's side of the draw, New Zealand completed a double Golden Boot win, with Joseph Manu and Racine McGregor winning the prestigious Rugby League International Player of the Year's awards. Manu on the right plays at centre for Sydney Roosters, has been a revelation at fullback for the Kiwis both in the mid-season test against Tonga and their run-up to the Rugby League World Cup semi-finals. He beat off Samoa's standoff Jerome Luai, Australia winger Josh Adokar, and England pair Victor Radley and George Williams to get the big prize at the ceremony in Manchester. Manu's compatriot McGregor becomes the first New Zealander to win the Women's Award, having played a starring role in the Kiwi Ferns reaching the final where they face Australia. The halfback beat off competition from fellow New Zealand player Amber Paris Hall, England's Courtney Winfield Hill, Papua New Guinea's captain Elsa E. Albert, and Australia's Taryn Aiken for the prize. The Golden Boot Award has been around since 1984 for the men's side, as it was introduced for that year's tournament, with the women's and the wheelchair prizes following in 2018 and 2019 respectively. They were brought back this year following a 2-year hiatus during the COVID-19 pandemic. There were consolations for both Williams and Radley as an appearance in the men's tournament team of the tournament at scrum half and loose forward respectively, with Tom Burgess also named in the team as a front rower as well. The team was dominated by players from World Cup finalist Samoa, with Salford Red Devils Tim Laffey getting a Team of the Year double, as he was named in the Super League Team of the Year 2022. Not bad for a man who was a reserve call-up for the Samoa team in this year's World Cup and only got into the squad after 3 injuries paved the way in for his semi-final double try-scoring appearance. Meanwhile, on the women's side of the draw, England quartet Tara Jane Stanley, Vicky Molyneux, Vicky Whitfield all were in the starting 13 of the women's team, with Golden Boot nominee Winfield Hill on the interchange bench. When it comes to the wheelchair, Bechara, Brown and the England player Joe Coyd were 3 England players named in the wheelchair team of the tournament, with Wales captain Stuart Williams included also. There was also some good news in the women's side for 2 of the unfancied nations. For Canada, Megan Pukulis, their loose forward, became the loose forward in the women's rugby league team in the tournament, as her strong running since game 1 and her continued, as well as a player of the match appearance, efforts during this tournament saw her impress with a number of Canada players. And there was a notable appearance on the bench for Brazil's Francine Amaral, who scored in that final game against Canada to square things up at 16-all, as she claimed a place on the bench with the nomination to being involved in the 17. Next, we have the news that Jackson Hastings has confirmed his 5th club in 6 seasons this morning. Hastings will leave West Tigers after 1 year to join Newcastle Knights for the 2023 season. Hastings is well loved in the UK, having made a move to Super League midway through the 2018 season, joining Salford Red Devils, helping them fend off relegation prior to guiding them to the grand final in 2019, as he went on to win the Man of Steel award in that same year. In 2020, he picked up deserved piece of silverware as Wigan Warriors won the League Leaders' Shield in his first season at the DW Stadium. The Cherry and Whites were unfortunately beaten in the grand final against St Helens that year, and in 2021, after 2 seasons in Wigan, Hastings joined the West Tigers on a 2-year deal, but left just after the season due to the factor Newcastle Knights was striving for a halfback, whilst West wanted a middle forward, culminating in a swap deal with David Klemmer going the other way, and Luke Brooks being settled as the Tigers' number 7 for 2023. Justin Pascoe, who okayed the move, said the club is obviously not satisfied with where they finished in 2022, as they finished last, and tough decisions needed to be made. While not everyone will be happy with some of the decisions they make, but they do not apologise for these decisions. Our members and fans need to understand that every decision that is made is in the best interest of the club and change the fortunes on the field. This was a good opportunity for Jackson to be a long-term deal playing in his preferred position of number 7. And on behalf of the West Tigers, I would like to wish Jackson the very best with his future and thank him for his efforts over the past 12 months. After 16 appearances for the West Tigers, Hastings went on to play to a season-ending injury in round 20 after he had an ankle problem, which he has still been rehabilitating during this off-season as well. The club's social media alerted us to the move on, as on Twitter, West Tigers have released Jackson Hastings from his final year of his contract. Jacko, we wish you all the best. Head to the link for the full story, etc. But the best thing at the bottom is from Jackson Hastings himself, as he said, "Thanks for the year, guys, nothing but love. Wishing you nothing but the success in the future. Forever Tiger 251." Newcastle Knights also confirmed the deal, as Jackson Hastings will be joining the club after agreeing to terms on a new 3-year deal with the Knights. 26-year-old has played 63 NRL games after making his debut for the Sydney Roosters in 2014, along with 75 Super League appearances and 4 Test caps for Great Britain. Director of Football at the Knights, Peter Parr, believes the 2019 Super League Man of Steel brings a wide range of skills and experience to the club. We are delighted to have Jackson secured, Parr said. He complements our playing roster and adds further depth to our halves, with the additional bonus of being a competent goal kicker. Jackson is at the stage of his career where he is coming into his prime, and we believe his best years are ahead of him. The Knights have agreed to also the immediate release of front rower David Klemmer from his final year of his current 5-year contract, allowing him to take up a multi-year deal with another NRL club for this next Super NRL season, which is West Tigers. Klemmer joined the Knights in 2019, going on to make 81 appearances in a red and blue jersey, including finals appearances in 2020 and 2021. The former Australia international has played 194 games across the NRL and 10 seasons for both Canterbury and Newcastle Knights. And, signed a 3-year contract with 1-year extension available from the club's point of view. With 19 caps for the Kangaroos and 14 Origin games for the Blues under his belt, Klemmer is looking to make an instant impact in the squad. I can't wait to rip into pre-season training, and I'm really excited about what's ahead of us, said Klemmer. I know Tim Sheens well through our time together with the Kangaroos, and there's a lot to like about where the club is headed. His new head coach, Tim Sheens, says he's delighted that Klemmer is joining West, and he thinks he's going to be a great asset to the club as a whole. We've got a lot of young players coming through our system, and I know he will have a good influence on them. Justin Pascoe has also welcomed Klemmer to the club. We're delighted to have David and his family join us at what is a really exciting time for the club, said Pascoe. I'm sure with his experience, he will add a lot of what is already an exciting group of players and certainly contribute to what we are wanting to achieve over the next few years. And we end with the rumours that Hull FC are interested in signing Bradford Bulls teenager Ajani AJ Wallace. The 19-year-old joined the Championship club for 2022 from local rivals Leeds Rhinos, and after an impressive year, played in all 3 of Jamaica's World Cup games during 2022. A mobile back rower, Hull Live understands Wallace has attracted interest from a couple of Super League clubs, with Castleford one party to show their intent in signing the teenager. However, Bradford and Castleford could not come to an agreement on terms, with Bradford holding out for a better deal. The Bulls either want a 5-figure fee or a player exchange, with Hull being well known to doing their business on a one-in, one-out basis, as revealed by Adam Pearson back in September. Wallace went on to play 19 times for Bradford this year, scoring 5 tries in the process, and he is still under the contract at the club, but if the right offer came in, then the Bulls would be willing to let him go. The Jamaican international wants another crack at top-flight competition, having played his academy rugby league at Leeds Rhinos. Hull have shown interest in the back row already this off-season, with Orrington putting former Black and White's lone player Ellis Longstaff back in the market for the entire 2023 season, who has now gone on to play and sign for Salford. It is a position they feel they are a little light in after recruiting heavily in the spine for this next season. They see Wallace, who has played in against Hull in pre-season last year, as a person that also fits their youth direction at the club, with a clear intent of bringing the average age of the squad down. under Tony Smith's stewardship. They currently have Andre Savelio, Jordan Lane, and fellow teenager Charlie Severs as back row options for next season, while they have Josh Griffin, who can also play in the role but will be looking to play centre for 2023. Wallace fits two bills then. Fills a squad gap that needs filling and also an age gap that drops down. He was impressive during the Jamaican World Cup campaign as well, so is someone highly regarded. At still only 19, there's a chance that he could progress into another Super League player. That of some note. But we can't put too much pressure on a young man so soon. There are a few clubs in for him, as mentioned, but Hull seems to be in pole position in the race. But again, as Adam Pearson said, that's only on a 1-in, 1-out basis. If someone leaves, it'd probably be the first one in. Tell me in the comment section below what your thoughts are on this move, Hull fans. Could he be a positive for the squad? And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking on that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way in the near future. Tell me what your thoughts are on today's episode in the comment section below, as it's open for business. A lot to go through, I know, but it's your opinion that I'm looking for. As long as you're respectful, and I want to thank every single one of you who have subscribed so far and also been interactive with these conversations. Without you, this channel would be nothing, and you do wonders for my mental health. Anyway, tell me in the comment section below whether you think Joey Manu was second best player at the Rugby League World Cup, or if the Hull attempts to get AJ Wallace would be successful. Totally up to you what you want to say. But in the meantime, please remember to share this video worldwide. And I'll end the episode as I always do by wishing you all the very best. So please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.